This just in, Goodra is getting a brand new form in Pokemon Legends Arceus. Hello everybody, Blaine here for Bridge4 Games. So yeah, the Chinese leaker is at it again. He's been dropping new information about Pokemon Legends Arceus, and this morning he dropped even more, telling us about a new version of Goodra, a new Hisuian form coming out in Pokemon Legends Arceus. So obviously this is big news, but if you don't know who the Chinese leaker is, you're probably wondering why I'm even talking about this. Well, nobody knows exactly who he is because, obviously he doesn't want to get sued. He wants to remain somewhat anonymous. But back during the early days of Gen 7, he leaked a ton of info about the games that all ended up being true. His name is Riddler on Twitter. I'll drop his Twitter link down in the description below. But yeah, this morning he dropped some more information. A couple weeks ago, he posted a bunch of kind of cryptic images saying they all led to things about the new games. And today, I guess people were calling him out, and he just outright said what one of them is going to be. This is pretty big news given that he has an amazingly accurate track record. So we're going to be covering all of that today. It was all on Twitter, and we're going to go ahead and see what this means for Pokemon Legends Arceus. So that being said, before we go ahead and jump in, let me just ask that if you like the videos we produce here on the channel, please make sure that you actually like them by hitting the thumbs up button, and consider subscribing to the channel to become part of our amazing Pokemon community. All right, now that that's out of the way, let's go ahead and hop over to Twitter. All right, so if we hop over to Twitter, this is his original kind of post. So we see a floating girl. Number 2 is a girl kind of silencing someone here. Number 3 is heart clouds. 4 is a Pokeball. The new kind, it's rumored to be that that's a new kind of Voltorb, but nobody has confirmation on that as of yet. 5 is just a lady. People believe that has something to do with Gothitelle, as of yet unconfirmed. 6 is a very muscular looking character with a anime girl head and different things like this. 10 is a battleship, which I'm very curious how that ties into medieval, Japan games, but whatever. But as we can see here, number 8 is a snail sort of ring. So as we know, Pokemon does have several snail Pokemon, but among them is the Goodra line. So Gumi, Sliggoo, and Goodra are all snail-based Pokemon. Obviously snails are a delicacy in France, the games where Pokemon X and Y take place, and Goodra is obviously connected to that as part of the tradition and culture of France. So a lot of people kind of wondered what snail this meant, so obviously people were kind of confused, but today, Riddler here, boom, 8 is Goodra line. Dragon Steel type. I think this community doesn't deserve any real leaks anymore. Let's keep them in a place where it should be. Enjoy finding other ones, Pokemon fans. Ciao. So yeah, I think he just wanted to kind of prove, because down here, there's some kind of adjacent kind of drama stuff going on. He was kind of saying he's not a troll or anything like that. Some people were kind of calling him out on that. But yeah, as you can see, he's been dropping a lot of information in the last 24 hours. A lot of kind of just, different things. But he usually doesn't do this, but he just came out and told us what 8 is going to be. So if we go ahead and look, this is some other individuals talking about this. And I stopped by Masuda's page just to kind of see, what's going on there. He tweeted a picture of a big building, so I don't know if that has anything to do with it. He tweeted a picture of a building before Duraludon was announced. So I don't really think that that ties into anything, but going back here to 8, yeah, we can see it is a snail, and obviously being a ring, it's made out of metal. So the possibility that, we're going to have a steel dragon Goodra is a pretty big deal, and that's really awesome because Goodra is a really incredible Pokemon that really needed kind of a little more love in and of its own right. So the thing here is that Dragon Steel is pretty boss. So as we know, Dialga has that same typing, but Dragon Steel is neutral against Dragon because Steel resists Dragon, and also it would give Goodra a stab move that can check fairies, which obviously Dragon types have a little bit of trouble doing. It would also make Goodra neutral against Fairy. So if this is real, and this does end up coming out, which based on, the Riddler's, track record here, I have no reason to assume this is not genuine. And there's a very real chance this could come to be sooner rather than later. So that being said, everybody, let me know what you think about this down in the comments below. Obviously, if, Goodra is Dragon Steel and we do get these in VGC, which we should because they're Pokemon Bank and Pokemon Home compatible, it means that this Pokemon could be a real powerhouse in VGC going forward for Series 9 or the, kind of end of Series 8 here. because this typing is really, really solid. And every time we've seen like Dialga use it, Dialga show up at least, it's always been pretty solid just due to that awesome typing, because it's really only weak to things like ground and fighting, both of which admittedly are pretty common, but it's still an amazingly offensive typing, amazingly good defensive typing as well. And, Goodra is just an awesome Pokemon all around, and I am honestly really, really excited and hope that this is, true, and certainly that we do get it. But again, given its, the Riddler's track record, I have to assume this is coming down the road. So there you have it, everybody. That is all the information we have about the new Goodra. We don't have any mock-ups or anything like that. I'm not going to present any sort of fan art and try to suggest it's genuine. We just know from a reliable source that Goodra is going to be getting a Hisuian form in the form of Dragon Steel. Now, as of yet, we don't know how it applies to the entire line. It probably is going to be that all 3 of the forms are part Steel type. But again, we don't know what they look like. We don't know quite what the inspirations are, but as BDSP is going to be coming out in literally only about 2.5 weeks, I would imagine we're probably not going to get a ton of Legends Arceus news until after that, because Pokemon really wants those to have a really good, day one drop. So probably look into, past Thanksgiving, early December to start getting some more of those leaks. And then obviously once 2022 rolls around, we're going to be getting dump trucks and just dump trucks of news about Pokemon Legends Arceus pretty much every day probably. So that being said, everybody, I hope you found this video interesting, and I hope you're excited about these Pokemon and you're as jazzed up about seeing them as I am. If you are, let me know down in the comments, what you think about the new typing. Do you think it works? Do you think it's a bad idea? And what do you think about the Riddler? Do you think he's, legit? Do you think he's just, full of it? Let me know whatever you guys think. That being said, everybody, if you did like the video and found it helpful, please make sure that you hit the thumbs up button in order to like the video. And again, consider hitting that subscribe button as well to become part of our amazing Pokemon community, ensuring that you never miss any of the awesome news like this. That being said, everybody, I've been Blaine from Bridge4 Games. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all for the awesome support you've given us recently, and we will see you in the next video. See you around. Bye-bye.